Northwestern wins it, but it certainly wasn't easy, and it wasn't without a little controversy. 13-7, the Wildcats get the win. Alongside Matt Millen, I'm Kevin Kugler. There was a touchdown taken away. There were several opportunities to score at the end, and all of those belonged to Wisconsin. Northwestern ends up getting the win.
Well, and the whole thing started when Erickson had the punt return that goes back for a touchdown, and they ruled that it was an invalid fair catch signal. And they're gonna defend this, and eventually they're gonna say everything was gotten right with that. That was fine. So they continued to play, and then you had Joel Stave getting a sack right here, and then the final play of the game, Stave goes out. They spike the ball. There's a little bit of question about whether or not there's a interference call on the end. In the end, Northwestern stands tall.
Northwestern wins it 13-7 over the Badgers.
love to work with Mark. It's gonna be incredible.
My daughter went to Arizona State as a freshman year, and she came home with Thanksgiving from the hockey game.
Some to the rest.
But yeah, it's my fourth year, and she was in Madison. And it wasn't all, yeah, mom and dad all there. You gotta go away. So she was having an issue with it. Yeah, that's too far.
Like obviously, it's a fundraiser.
No, I mean, that's she went back or something. She had a place.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Start with some opening comments from Coach, and then we can take questions.
Well, it was a tough game to lose, and appreciated and told the kids this. I mean, appreciated the way they kept playing together, and we had a chance at the end to win. And I thought our defense played tremendous, and individual efforts, group efforts gave us a chance to be in that game and to win. And that's not common. You turn the ball over 5 times, 4 on offense, 1 on special teams, and to even have a chance to win the game, that's a credit to that group, and appreciate the resiliency of the guys and the grit, and I thought we won it a couple times, but we didn't, and you just got to keep playing. And it was, we struggled offensively.
Start with some opening comments from Coach, and then we can take questions.
Well, it was a tough game to lose, and appreciated and told the kids this. I mean, appreciated the way they kept playing together, and we had a chance at the end to win. And I thought our defense played tremendous, and individual efforts, group efforts gave us a chance to be in that game and to win. And that's not common. You turn the ball over 5 times, 4 on offense, 1 on special teams, and to even have a chance to win the game, that's a credit to that group, and appreciate the resiliency of the guys and the grit, and I thought we won it a couple times, but we didn't, and you just got to keep playing. And it was, we struggled offensively all day. We didn't do a good job of running the ball, protecting the quarterback, and early in the long, first downs turn into long. We weren't efficient at all, and that's on me. Got to be better. And the end of the game, got to be better. But appreciate this group a ton, and I feel bad for the seniors that this is their last game at Camp Randall, but feel fortunate to have one more game with this team in the regular season, and this group's earned the right to play in a bowl game, and so we get to keep this team going, and it's a good group to be around, and appreciate that a ton out of them, and we can still play better, but that's a tough one, and you appreciate what the kids put into it, and get an opportunity to bounce back and play again next week.
Well, you mentioned you thought you guys had won it a couple times. Did you think that when you saw the replay, did you think both were coming back? Did you think they were the right call? And how difficult is it for a team to go back out there when they think they had the game-winning touchdown and have to kind of regroup and go out there again?
Well, I think you have to do it. And the one thing with the reviews, you had time to talk to the guys, and so you kind of have a plan. You know, it kind of goes fast on you, but we actually had some time. And the end of the game, we knew there was a chance when they were reviewing it. There's a chance the ball was going to be in the one, and we didn't have any timeouts. So you're trying to how many you want to maximize the number of opportunities you can get to how many kicks at the can, for lack of a better term, and felt pretty good with the things that we went to. I thought we had it on the first one, to Jazz, and was surprised it went to review, but it did. We had time. If it didn't go, what are we going to do? And we had a play that got the look that we wanted, and had a chance to talk about if it's not there, get it out. And that's the one thing that didn't happen. And really an interesting sequence then. And I give Dari credit now. I mean, we got our quarterbacks. He doesn't know where's that. He's signaling to try to huddle it up, and Dari gets underneath and clocks the ball, and gave us one more chance at it, and actually had an opportunity because of the timeouts for Bart to be able to kind of get squared away, and we had the first time they showed a look, and we would have been good with that one, and truthfully that was the coverage at the end that we were trying to get, and we just didn't finish it.
Jeff.
Paul, you mentioned the lack of ability to protect the quarterback. I think 6 sacks they had. On the last one, the pressure got to him, but should Joel have been able to get the ball out of there before getting that sack?
Be interesting, to be honest with you, Jeff. I was kind of with your eyes. I was kind of putting it on the back part and didn't see it. I think that even if it's cloudy, because where we were at, and we'd had time because of the multiple reviews to be able to talk about, because you're still holding the run in your back pocket and trying to figure out. Hindsight, wish I'd have gone to it, right? But it's I got to live with that one. But I don't know, if he had or not. I think that if it was muddy at all, then I think he got back to the top of his drop, and if it's muddy, then but I don't know.
Just a quick follow-up. You said holding the run in your back pocket. You mean you should have run it on first down? Is that what in your mind? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean, but second down. I wouldn't call something take a sack.
Paul, you sounded maybe like you didn't necessarily agree with the PV call, even at this point after seeing replays and stuff. Is that
the
case?
I mean, I thought that he'd gotten a couple feet down, a couple steps, and very similar, maybe to what happened on Tanner's, the first fumble that we had on the, where he got feet down and then the ball comes out. Doesn't matter what I think, and I thought it was pretty good, and guys, we did not play well offensively, but I give them credit for continuing to play and giving us a chance at the end.
Paul, can you guys win a lot of football games not being able to run the ball like today?
Makes it really hard, I think. You've got to be able to run the football, and certainly the 6 sacks add to the total. But we're not getting anything consistent. That's hard, and we've got to do a much better job running the football if we really want to have a chance to be good.
Oh, sorry. Coach, what was your opinion of the punt return, Alex's punt return that was called back?
It was, everyone's used to the over-the-head fair catch signal, and now I understood what they were calling. When the ball bounces short and you try to warn everyone to get away from the ball. Any signal at all, the returner can't advance it.
Well, did you anticipate coming in, or at least was it a concern of yours that their defensive front, which is pretty damn good, would be such a major issue today?
Going into it, we knew that was going to be one of the challenges, and we didn't we didn't rise up to that.
Just talk about the 5 turnovers, what role that played in the game, and I know Joel had a hand in 3 of them.
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's huge. It's, you know, the first one I think was the shallow cross with Tanner, and we're not even, you know, giving ourselves, you know, that's really what you're trying to do on that is if you catch them in the right couple, you know, coverages, then you got a chance to maybe, it's like throwing a screen, and then we have the tip, and that was the short field. You know, the other one was midfield, I think. Then you have the short field, and then we had another one, you know, interception on first down. That kills you. I mean, there's nothing more demoralizing than a first down turnover. And I thought we just made it hard on ourselves.
Jason. Paul, did Walker Williams sustain any kind of injury during the game, or did you just think?
No, he did.
He did.
Yeah, he couldn't finish it.
Do you think Alex was maybe trying to do too much to make up for?
Oh, on the punt return,
the punt return that he muffed.
I think there's a little bit of that, you know, and boy, you appreciate what he's trying to do, and I think he too felt that, hey, I can make something happen against this group, and I love guys that put themselves out there, and there's always a fear of failing, and you know what? Take him every time, every game. But, you know, and I'd want him to you don't want him to fumble, and he doesn't want to. But that's the thing you appreciate about these players is the work that they put in and the willingness to put themselves in front of all these people. And they're the lucky ones. I'm not trying to make it feel sorry for them, but a ton of respect for guys that go out and put themselves out there. And you know what? To win a game, you got to go make plays, and it doesn't always go your way. But appreciate Alex, everyone, you know. And we're talking about. I guess it started because you're asking about Alex on the punt return, but the guys putting it out there and doing what they can. This team means a ton to these guys, to the individual players, and they will do anything for the team, and that you appreciate a ton.
What was your plan for Corey coming into this game in terms of carries? And did you have any concerns about soreness or anything?
Didn't have a clue what to expect. And, you know, with Corey, it's week to week whether he'd even play, and then it's warm-ups and how's he feeling. And I thought he did some good things. He was patient. Like I said, you know, we were talking about earlier, we were struggling getting anything going in the run game. But I thought he did some good things. Obviously, it was a big touchdown run. And but, no, we didn't have a pitch count because we didn't know where it would go.
Eric. What happened to Joel at the end of the game?
He got hit and was disoriented, you know, and then we weren't going to put him back in for the last play. I just knew that he wasn't right.
This kind of reminded me a little bit of the last game against Maryland, where you guys went at halftime, made some adjustments, and came out in the second half pretty strong, both offensively and defensively. But this time, they wasn't really able to sustain it through the third quarter into the fourth. What do you think the difference was there? Was it just a lack of execution, or did Northwestern kind of make some adjustments back?
I mean, there's a lot in that question. I think that, you know, it always comes down to execution, and two totally different types of games, and we did. We came out and we had we scored, and guys made some plays. And I thought, you know, defensively, I thought we were playing well in the first half, and I thought we came out and played well in the second half. I think execution is the key to this game, especially offensively. You know, executing defense, it's a reactionary, and you know, we just made a couple plays and didn't turn the ball over, and then you have a chance to, you know, we made some adjustments, but we actually made some adjustments in the first half that didn't work real well.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
Thank you.
Coach.
Appreciate your patience. We will start with with an opening statement from the head coach, and then I'll open it up for questions. Coach?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks for everybody for being here today. One heck of a defensive battle. I thought both defensive teams played outstanding football today. We found a way to get one more stop, and that was key. And, just incredibly proud of our kids. They've persevered. They've been through a lot. To watch the way that our young men have battled over the last few years and to come out and find a way to get it done today was absolutely outstanding. So, my hat's off to Paul. I mean, that was a heck of a battle, and then their young guys go out and make some plays down there in the 2-minute drill and, got down to the one. Our backs were against the wall, and see the way our defense rose up and got the stop on 4th down. We needed to get it all the way to the last play, and that's what it took, and that's what they did. So, terrific effort by our defense. I thought our offense at times we were able to do some things, especially in the running game. And then some other times we were a block away from making big plays. And it's one of the top, if not the top defenses in the conference and in the country. So, credit them for that. And then obviously the turnovers were huge in the game. And then not to be able to score as many points as you'd like off of turnovers, again, you got to credit Wisconsin. They rose to the occasion to put the fire out. So, I'm still kind of speechless. I'm not sure what I just said. I don't know how that just unfolded, but it did. And I've been on the other side of those games, and I feel for those kids from Wisconsin just because that's a tough way to end up on the short end. But incredibly happy for our guys, and a lot to be thankful for here on Thanksgiving week. So with that, how about some questions, please?
Coach, what kind of emotional roller coaster was it those last few minutes when it twice it looked like they had scored, and then to have that pulled back, just what was that like on the sideline?
Frankly, we were just talking about what we had to do on the next play. So if it was going to be the extra point block, the game's tied. So what are we going to do? And we actually, unfortunately, had already talked about that prior to the 2-minute drill. About what we wanted to do in that scenario. So we talked about that twice, and actually didn't have to do it, which was obviously the difference in the game. But that last defensive play, that call was by our young men. They made the defensive call. We asked them what they wanted to run, and they made the call. So not that Hank was relinquishing. He just looked at him and said, "What do you guys like?" And they made the call. So good call by them, and a great game by Hank. I know this game is special to him, and to find a way to get the win was, especially with the defense being on the field, was just spectacular.
Do you know if there was one guy in particular who picked out the play on the last play?
No,
just in general.
Were you ever in a position of thinking of sort of conceding the score so you'd have some time to?
No. Yeah, Fred, not at all. No, the way our defense was playing all game, I'm the 2-minute drive, frankly, I'm really disappointed in. We study that, we teach it, and they executed, so tip your hat to Wisconsin. We sure as heck did not. And so we got to look at some of the things that we did in that drive, because frankly, defensively, until then, I thought we had a pretty good defensive day. Probably gave up the most yards of any drive of the day in that drive. So disappointing to see that, but our backs were against the wall and the kids rose up. But no, absolutely not.
Did you get any kind of a look at those plays down on the goal line? Do you just sort of assume that the call is there until you hear the reversal from the video?
Yeah, you do, and then you're talking about, okay, the scenarios, right? If it's upheld, here's what we're doing. If it gets overturned, what are we thinking, and where do we want to go? And you got the guys there, and so you're talking to them kind of what our thought process is in that scenario.
There was a lot of them there. I mean, I know you have had them go the other way, but
a lot
of them bunched there.
Yeah, but that's what they're there for. That's what they're there for. So,
what can you say about your line, the line play on both sides, for that matter?
I think from a standpoint of our defensive line, I thought we were pretty effective all day. And then, offensively, we were able to get some things moving. We just, again, that's a great Wisconsin defense, and they firmed things up there as we got into the red zone, and we just couldn't get the same plays executed and finished the way that we did earlier in drives. So, you got to give a lot of credit to them.
5-0 on the turnovers, if I remember right, and you were the wrong way 3-1. Was it last week?
Yeah, sure was.
And 5-0, and it's that close. What do you sort of take away from a situation like that?
Well, 6 points off the board in the kicking game. And then one of the turnovers where we were kind of in no man's land. It was one of those where it's probably 4th and too long. If you're playing lights out on offense and their defense isn't very good, you probably go for that, right? And their defense is lights out. Our defense was playing outstanding. And I just felt like at that time, let's go pin them deep and see if we can flip the field position back again. And then obviously Hunter goes out and gets a perfect punt, and Matthew Harris downs it, inside the 5. So they made me look right in the decision. But you're just going with the flow of the game. You're talking through those scenarios, and if it was maybe shorter, maybe would have had a different thought process there. I'm talking about that 4th down play. So that's what I'm talking about. You got to credit Wisconsin. They rose up. We talk to our guys all the time on sudden change, putting the fire out. Bell rings as a defense, go put it out, and they did a great job of that today. And I'm not surprised. That's an outstanding defensive football team.
You guys have a lot of goals left.
Yeah, we do. We talked about making November something to remember, and I don't think anybody in the purple and white will forget this game for a long time. So, the last 96, I was here as a player, and we had that crazy game when Ron fumbled the ball, and I hate to say that, Ron. I got a lot of respect for him, and I don't want to rip that Band-Aid off of him, but he's probably looking at his Heisman right now laughing at me. But at any rate, it's one of those situations where there's been crazy games up here in the past, and just so happy for our guys they found a way to win.
Jack was having a tough day. Did you hesitate in any way to send him out there for that last field goal attempt?
No, absolutely not. No, he's our kicker, and he's just got to look at some things. The short one, he didn't follow through. He kind of fell off the ball, which was very rare. I haven't seen him do that. And then the one that he missed to the north, I thought he really struck it well. It looked like he just faded on him there, right at the upright. So, no, I got great confidence in Jack, and that's why I put him back out there. The one that we punted on, that was probably 2 or 3 yards beyond where we talked about he felt like his range was going into the wind. And so that was the decision making in that. It had nothing to do with what he did earlier in the game.
Coach, was the coldest game by far this season. You had snowballs flying onto the field. Do you think the weather, temperature did anything to how you guys had to adjust early on?
No, I thought it was awesome. Kudos to the facilities crew up here. The field was great. The surface was terrific. The footing was outstanding, and it was it reminded me a lot of the game in South Bend last year. It was cold like this, snowed the day before, kind of eerily similar. I don't know if we have Chick-fil-A or not, but it was very, very similar.
During the beginning of the 4th quarter, when the fans do the jump around thing, your sideline was they locked arms with each other and stood without moving. Was that something you guys planned to do, and what was the meaning behind that?
No, I just thought about it right before we did it. I said, instead of jumping around, let's just lock arms and finish this thing together. So, earth-shattering. Master motivator, let me tell you. Just trying to have some fun with the guys, and we haven't been. I don't think we've been in that scenario in a long time in here. Going to jump around in a game. And I wanted them to just focus on what we were doing, not what was going on around us. Just go focus what we're doing and go play our game. That was the thought process behind it.
What do you think of the pass rush today on stopping?
Yeah, outstanding, Louis, just outstanding. I thought that, and we were close on a couple other ones too. So those guys have been great all year. They've had a lot of guys banged up on their offensive line. And one thing coming out of a bye week that's really hard to simulate is the speed of the game. It's really hard, and they had a late bye week. Bye week coming into our game, and I thought our defense, especially our D line, started fast. And then I thought their O line settled in, and then you got to credit their O line. We weren't close to Joel there in the 2-minute drive until the end. Which you got to credit their O line.
Anything else for Coach? Right.
Great. Travel safe back home. Okay. Thanks. Go Cats, and happy Thanksgiving. Thanks.
Second. My nigga just get it on the 60 feet. Hey. Running 48 truck down the sideline. Hey. I'm from Texas D1 pipe 1. Hey. And you know it's all goddamn time. Hey. Fix your watches, nigga. And fix your face, nigga. In your house, kick you out.
On the defensive line, number 94, Dean Lowry. Number 98,
Ready, ready.
Tyler Lancaster. And number 13, Deontay Gibson. At linebacker, number 32, Nate Hall. Number 18, Anthony Walker. And number 55, Drew Smith. And in the secondary, number 23, Nick Van Hoos.
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, graduating with a marketing degree, greeted by parents John and Connie, fullback Derek Watt. From Hillsdale, New Jersey, Watt. From Hillsdale, New Jersey, graduating with a sociology degree, greeted by parents Steve and Tina, safety and wide, graduating with an agricultural business management degree, greeted by parents Mike and Linda, wide receiver Alex Erickson. Graduating with an agricultural business, greeted by parents Mike and Linda, wide receiver Alex Erickson. Barb, quarterback Joel Stavi. And from Coraopolis, Pennsylvania, graduating with a life. And from Coraopolis, Pennsylvania, graduating with a life sciences communication degree, greeted by parents Richard and Cynthia, safety and team captain. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2015 Wisconsin football senior class. Joel Stavi brought down at the... Second and 6. Thorson's pass complete to number 40, Vitali. Thorson's pass incomplete. Vince Beagle with the pressure.
Quarterback was out of the pocket. Incomplete.
Joel Stavi's pass intercepted by number 23, Van Hoos. Brought down at the 19-yard line, first down Northwestern. Joel Stavi's pass intercepted by number 23, Van Hoos. Brought down at the 19-yard line, first down Northwestern.
Jackson on the carry. Corey Clement on the carry.
So the field goal kicker who missed earlier, Jack Mitchell, remember, missed one.
Thank you.